Boys, top 5 off of last year. Number 1, Pat. Number 2, Lamar. Number 3, myself. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 5, Dak. Do you know who posted that? Do you know who said that? We need to have a dialogue, boys. CJ Stroud is ass. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nameless NFL show. It's the conference championship round. Who'd have thought it? Like, it feels like last week me and Q were sat here discussing Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders in the NFL draft video. Here we are, 2 episodes away from the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? We're going to have this episode. We'll have a Super Bowl breakdown. We're also going to have an NFL honors pre-show where we give our picks for everything in the NFL honors. I was going to name all the awards, but that's too many to reel off. But we had a super wildcard weekend to start the playoffs. The divisional round was great. Again, I mean, not great for some certain people. Key, I'm going to throw it across to you, bro. How are you feeling? What's your quick summary of your Niners season?
I'm just proud of my guys. That's all I can say. It was a tough season, injury ridden, and yeah, I'm proud of my guys. Proud we got this far. Didn't even expect to make the playoffs, but
Make the what?
Super Bowl, biggest.
I don't want to hear that from you.
Yeah. We, from me. Okay. I'm just saying because we have a little rule on the show.
Bro had 3 chances.
No, we have a little rule on this show. You know, if your team gets knocked out, you're not allowed to say the words play or off. You know, you can't like say, "Oh, can you turn that light off?" No, you can't turn it off. You can't play games. You know, you can't say either of those 2 words. But you know.
Can that light no longer be on?
Can that light kill itself? Probably can't even put that part in. Anyway, yeah, I mean, obviously your Niners got knocked out, got belt to arse from the Seahawks. Sorry to rub it in. I interrupt this episode to bring word from our sponsor. As always, we've got to shout out the sponsor of the show, Levi's Stadium Electrical Substation. Thanks for sponsoring this video. Probably shouldn't even joke about that because one of us are going to get injured before the end of this episode now that I've said that. But why is it going to be Q? Why?
Q's the closest to the electrical substation.
I mean, geographically that is true. But yeah, Q, how did you feel about the divisional round? We're going to break down each game real quick in a moment. But did you enjoy watching your division rivals getting beat?
You know, that was probably one of the most successful hate watches I've ever had in my life. It was very fun to see. I don't know if we should talk about it game by game or just the general thoughts for right now, but general thoughts for right now, I thought a lot of these games were they kept them very close for a majority, but outside of your Niners, I thought we had some great games. And oh man, I think the thing I wanted to say the most is Bears. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we being for real?
Oh man, that hurts, bro.
Oh man,
that hurts. You know how much I was hot on the Bears.
No, that's what makes it all the more entertaining for me, dude.
Oh yeah, Iceman Will, bro. Melted. Iceman Will, and he, bro. We'll get to that game actually because it was the last one. Let's start at the top, boys. Okay. Broncos 33, Bills 30. Oh, by the way, what was our records last week for picks? I went 2-4, a terrible week for my picks. The literal only things I got was Broncos money line, and I took the over in the Seahawks game, which thanks to the Seahawks that hit. No thanks to the Niners, just thanks to the Seahawks that hit. But I went 2-4 in picks. That is a disastrous round. Did you just keep tally of your picks?
How many games was there?
I kept track of.
It was 4 games, but I took Broncos money line and under 46 points. I took Niners plus 7.5, bum ass team, and over 44.5. I took Texans plus 3, and then I did Rams minus 2.5 first half and Bears money line as a parlay, and that didn't hit either. But there was 4 games.
I think I was 2-2.
Yeah,
that'd be my guess.
Yeah, no, I wrote it all down. I think we all went 2-2. I kind of had to guesstimate your money line picks there, Mr. Winners, but I think we all went 2-2 this week on money line anyway.
I
And
mean,
then this guy's
yeah.
just throwing out random shit to make his
Nah,
record look worse.
no, because
I don't
I
mind
had
it.
over unders in there, you know what I mean. But I had Bears money line, Broncos money line, Niners plus the points, Texans plus the points. They both obviously got fucking lost and didn't cover. But anyway, someone that did win, the Broncos against the Bills, 33-30. We've got to start off by saying this: roses are red. Josh Allen ain't shit. Grown man bars is something you got to deal with. The Broncos won me a lot of money this weekend. And to be fair, this game, I think everyone online said, oh yeah, this is going to be under. This screams under. Broncos defense, 63 points, bro. Like, I took an alternate line. I was looking at the alternate points. I don't even think you could take 63 as an alternate in this game. No one in the world was expecting that. But Josh Allen was left in tears. Deion Dawkins was left in tears. And that did actually, you know, hurt me to see, because I like Josh. I like the snowman Deion Dawkins. You already know. Everyone else on the Bills team, though, I don't like any of you. Not a single person on that defense. Not a single person in the rest of the team. Keon Coleman. I don't like anyone else on that team. So it was amazing to see those guys get beat in the way that they did. Josh Allen looking like, you know, I don't even know what Josh Allen was looking like. He was looking like CJ Stroud out there. You know, bro, before halftime, throwing the ball away, giving the Broncos an extra 3 points, which at the end of the game, it came down to 3 points. Crazy game. What a way to start the divisional round, though. But Broncos money line. I've got to shout out my boy Terrell. You know, Mallory Bros, whole 9. You know, I've got to shout it out. Every week when the Broncos win, I put it in our group chat this week. He keeps putting the same like stories up on Instagram. And at first, it was annoying. Bro, I can't even lie. I was like, great. The Broncos won again. I'm going to have to see Terrell's stories. Keep the money flipping. It's all I know. Kevin Gates, get that video out there. It was annoying. And then as the season went on, I was like, you know what? I'm getting behind these Broncos. Keep the money flipping. I was like, I'm looking forward every week to seeing this. That's why I bet the money line this week. I wanted to see Terrell's stories, and I did. But then, boys, the news broke. Sean Payton came back to the podium. Bo Nix, broken ankle, out for the season. How wild. Like, I thought it was bait at first. You know, it's one of those things where, especially in this day and age on social media, I did not believe it. But obviously looking, saw the video then of Sean Payton. I'm like, is this AI? Grok? But yeah, Broncos, Bills. You two were both on the Bills, weren't you? So how do we feel about seeing your Bills getting knocked off? Josh Allen not being Superman and Bo Nix injured?
I'll tell you, we definitely saw some of the Superman Josh Allen, but we saw a lot more of the rookie Josh Allen and definitely needed to develop a lot. That was probably the playoff game the Bills lost most recently. That was most on Josh Allen. I think you can point to a lot of games outside of that and be like, oh, how do you give up a game tying drive in 13 seconds? Oh, how can you do this and that and the other? But this one was definitely, I feel like, on Josh Allen. And I know he's upset about it, and rightfully so, about how he feels like he cost his team the game. But you can't have issues like that. You can't be scrambling towards the end of the first half and give up a fumble and give the team a field goal and give them a 10-point lead with what they scored 10 points in the last 22 seconds of the first half, right? It
Yeah,
was
something
crazy like that.
Whoa,
And
jinx.
it takes a lot to get them back in the game and tie it like that, but you just can't have those mistakes. And there were definitely a lot of mistakes in this round of the playoffs for sure.
Yeah, it's one of them, innit? Because, I mean, Josh was the reason they even got to the playoffs. Without him, they don't even make it there. But then he's also the reason that they lost this game at the end of the day. You know, it's a fact. You know, the QB, most important player on the field, he has the ball in his hands every single snap. And we'll see in one of the later games too, another QB who cost his team the game. But yeah, Bo and Nix, obviously we're going to make our picks now that the Broncos are through to the AFC Championship game. But no Bo Nix. I'm sure that will play a factor in our picks when we get there. Yeah, Key, how do you feel about seeing your Bills go down?
You know, I had them making it all the way, winning the Super Bowl. I had them going the whole sheboing, but it was sad. Honestly, it was very sad. You know, like you said, Josh gets them there, but he also gets them out of there, and that's the worst part. It's like, didn't he throw 4 interceptions? I want to say.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
throwing some
at some
kind
point
of.
it just looks like he's targeting the defense more than he's targeting milk and cookies. You have to feel for the guy,
He had
but
a big drop in the end zone as well, Keon Coleman, which cost his team possibly some points, even though there was a flag on the play. But the way it worked out, it still cost the team. But bro, I saw this tweet that said like this whole NFL season has just been a humiliation ritual on Keon Coleman. Like that's been the only purpose of this season. But it gets funnier every time I see it, honestly. Because then people started doing like the AI edits of instead of Keon Coleman, it'd be a different player. And I saw one this week, and someone did it with Josh Allen. They replaced Keon with Josh, and I was like, "Oh, we're going too far." But it's hilarious, man. Should we move on to the next game? Oh, before we do, actually, do you think it was a pick? I feel like that was the most controversial part of this game, the interception, which a lot of people were like, "Oh, it wasn't an interception. He was down by contact." What do you guys think? Because my stance is that it's a clear interception. I think he didn't have control going down. Both of them had the ball as they went down. The Broncos player came up with it. I'm saying it's a pick. A lot of people say otherwise.
I saw an angle of it where like he comes down with it, but he doesn't like, I don't know how to even explain it. It's like he doesn't like keep complete control as he's like on the ground. It's like I feel like he doesn't have enough on it to call it as a catch. But I'd hate to be like the refs in that exchange because I would not know what to do.
Yeah, that's definitely one, especially such a high pressure moment. You're gonna have millions of people pissed at you either way. My honest answer though is I have no idea because we saw the same exact, almost the same exact type of thing. Packers Bears, the very first game earlier this year. They throw a pass, it never hits the ground. It bounces off the offensive player. Evan Williams comes up with it, never hits the ground. They throw the challenge flag to review it, cut to commercial, which that's one of my biggest gripes in the NFL these days is every time they challenge a play, they're like, okay, let's cut to commercial instead of like actually looking at it and talking about it. But um, cut to commercial, come back, and it's ruled incomplete. Never hit the ground at all, but they just ruled it incomplete. And I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? So that's my honest answer for that. Is I have absolutely no idea because if they're gonna call something like that earlier in the year so weird, I can't argue either way how this one should have gone. Really.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the next day, Devontae Adams had a similar one where he caught it was going down to the ground. The guy ripped it out. But I think both of them were like correct calls. I think with the Bills, Brandon Cooks didn't have possession going down. With the Rams call, like Devontae clearly had the ball and then was going down to the ground. And then the guy ripped it away. So I think it's a catch down by contact. Even though I wanted it to be, a turnover on the Rams because I had the Bills money line. The Bills money line? No, I didn't. The Bears money line. I'm just thinking about all the bills that I made keep the money flipping from the Broncos. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, Seahawks, bro. Let's move on to that game against the Niners. Q, you mentioned there about them going to commercials on a challenge flag. This game, I swear to God, this game started off adverts, kickoff, adverts, first play of the game, someone got injured, adverts. And I was like, what am I watching? Like, what am I actually watching? I pay for the NFL Game Pass, but I'm paying to watch adverts. Like, I'm paying to get somebody else paid. It's kind of crazy. Well, isn't that what you do with everything when you pay for something? You're paying someone else. Anyway, Key, do you want to start us off, bro? 41-6. Jesus Christ. I didn't even realize it ended that bad. 41 points on your head. 6 points. Better than last time you played them. Better point total than the last time. Yeah, I mean, if you double that in the next game, and give it to the next person, then you'd still lose. Yeah. Still wouldn't cover the spread.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough seeing you guys go out like that. We lose JT as well. I didn't even see the diagnosis of
JT.
Jake Tonjes.
Oh, Q, this guy gives nicknames to people that don't even deserve nicknames. JT is Jonathan Taylor, bro, or Justin Timberlake.
He's
Like
not in the, he
Jake,
wasn't.
no
He
one,
wasn't there.
no one in the world, if you said to them JT, is thinking about Jake Tonjes.
Well, I am.
My God.
I'm all about the unsung heroes. Scott, you wouldn't know
He's
Lamar
very
Jackson's
gorgeous to me.
in a queue.
JT being Jake
Yeah, my
Tonjes is
guy.
crazy.
We lost my guy JT, and it was, CMC went out for a little while. That was when I turned it off. I couldn't see
Mm.
my guy go down like that, man. It's like,
How?
yeah, it's like watching a family member get kidnapped, man.
By an electrical substation.
Yeah.
How did you lose so bad and Sam Darnold only had 124 passing yards?
The run game, we could not stop the run game. It seemed like every play, Charbonnet was just going for 50.
Well, he only went for 20
could
and
see
did
it.
his ACL in,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing you mean
But you could see
Kenneth Walker.
You could see it from the start when fucking, what's his name? Is it? I can't
Rashid
remember his name.
Shaheed.
Whoever scored.
Yeah,
That's
the kick
one.
return.
Shaheed.
Honestly, like I had
See?
you guys plus the points. You know, I thought division game did keep it close at least. As soon as that first play hit and it was a kick return touchdown, and I heard the noise from the crowd, I was like, this game's over already. I don't think I've ever seen a game that was over from the first play. Like
I text Tom. Just said, yeah, I'm going to bed. Said this one's over, and he just said, that's crazy.
Speaking of Tom, our friend who's a Giants fan, I've just remembered this because we spoke about the Bills just then. The latest interview I've seen from the Bills for the head coach position, forgot to mention that Sean McDermott fired. Brian Daboll has been interviewed for the head coach position. Now, he was the OC of the Bills back when they were cooking, you know? So that might be a nice little fit. Get Daboll back in there with Josh at the helm. At the helm, you know? I wonder how our Giants fan Tom feels about that. But boys, I'm so pumped for next season already. Like, I know we're trying to stay focused on right now, conference championship, Super Bowl. All I can think about is all these coaching changes, the draft, you know, player trades, things like that. I can't wait for next season, but let's stay locked in. Yeah, big point from this game as well, Zach Charbonnet, obviously out for the rest of the season. That's going to be a big talking point when we come to make our picks. Q, did you watch this game? Because I turned it off after like the second half. There's only two halves, so I turned it off after the game was done.
It became background noise at one point, and yeah, I talked about how can the Bills let the Chiefs come back in 13 seconds to tie the game? How can you let the Seahawks go out there in 13 seconds and win the game? Like very first play, extra points good, and you're basically taking care of business from there. I will say though, I agree with Keith's sentiment. It was a very good effort from the Niners this year. Not in that particular game, but so many injuries. You just lost George Kittle. I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I think there's a lot of people in Santa Clara probably lobbying to see if they can build an electrical substation somewhere else.
Well, I've heard that player agents are now talking about it with the team. Like, it's actually caught traction. Like, this is...
Yeah,
you know,
they're investigating it, aren't they? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, because I was watching Bussing with the Boys, shout out to obviously the boys on the locker room, and Delaney was saying that like it was a thing even when he was there, like it's been a known thing like for a long time kind of thing. And the Niners posted like a video the other day, I think it was Fred Warner, they posted a video of him like doing some drill or something, and you could just see it in the background. I was like, Jesus Christ, this feels like I'm getting like frontline footage of Chernobyl, you know what I mean? Like pre-disaster. But this is like a disaster happening in real time.
It's like that picture of AJ Styles standing there with the Undertaker right behind him. That one, I haven't got it, but it's like that, man.
It'll be on screen now. Oh man, but yeah, bro, that was a sad way for you to go out really in the playoffs, and you did. It was a valiant effort, you know. And Kyle Shanahan, I still think should be a contender for Coach of the Year. We'll see who the actual nominees are. It's going to be a tough one for that. Once we get to NFL honors, because you look at, you know, Vrabel's turned that organization around. Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, beat Matt LaFleur twice this year, like he said he would. And yeah, and then obviously whoever I've just said there, and I forgot his name, Kyle Shanahan. He should be in the contention, yeah. So it's going to be fun to see the NFL honors, bro. That's going to be a whole video in itself. Let's move on. Speaking of Rabes, Patriots 28, Texans 16. my God, CJ Stroud is an absolute bum. Jesus Lord, bro. 4 interceptions. I don't know what he was seeing out there. Like, genuinely, that was one of the worst games.
Ghost.
Yeah, I mean, they were down. Nico Collins, fair enough. Charlie Kirk got in the end zone. Sorry, Christian Kirk got in the end zone for them. But other than that, like, the run game wasn't there. Woody Marks averaged 1.2 yards per carry. 1.2 yards more than me. Like, the run game wasn't there. The Patriots defense was sensational. Gonzo being back was massive as well. I thought he was in concussion protocol and wouldn't clear it. Because usually concussion is about 10 days before they actually can clear the protocol. So I was like, obviously a 7-day turnaround here. Gonzo wouldn't be playing, and he was. And yeah, bro, CJ, I said it before with Josh Allen. We've got to say it now about CJ. He cost his team the game. And according to him, he's the 3rd best QB since his rookie year. But it was embarrassing to watch. But Key, obviously, you're Key, you're repping the Patriots. How are you feeling about the Pats? Obviously, an old school. Is that Gronk on that jersey? I want to see 87. Yeah. How are you feeling about this Patriots team, bro? You think they can go all the way?
You know, that's what I was gonna say. When we were talking about Coach of the Year, I feel like the Patriots are gonna win it, and Vrabel's gonna get it just for the sake of turning it round, getting them the Super Bowl win. But
I think the votes
really
are
want
already
Kyle
in
Shanahan to win.
for the.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
I think
fair.
it goes off regular season. Yeah. I think it's at the same time like the All Pro votes and that, you know. But
Fairs.
like getting to the playoffs can definitely like impact the votes. I think so.
Especially being 14-3, too. So
Yeah.
But you know, they played well. They really did. Everyone was saying Drake May doesn't have it in him to like play against the big teams, play against the like 0.5 pluses, and he just went out there against arguably the best defense in the whole of the NFL right now, and torched them.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, the strength of schedule, statistically the easiest strength of schedule for the Patriots since like the 70s, for any team in the NFL. And now they've played number 1 defense. This Houston Texans defense, bro, is, I mean, I guess it's an easy thing to call out, but I did say it a few weeks ago on the show. If the Texans don't win the Super Bowl this year, it's going to be because of CJ Stroud. And it was, you know. Last week, he looked shaky, and I was like, CJ, you can't play like that again. Hopefully he's got the shaky performance out of him. Comes in against the Patriots, has another one, arguably worse. I was like, come on, bro, you can't be doing that. But I don't think you trade him away. I think you still stick with him. But I do think last week I was calling for Dougie Mills. This week I was calling for Dougie Mills. I don't think they lose this game as embarrassingly as it was. I mean, it was only 12 points at the end of it, but still, bro, like, I think the Texans go all the way with Dougie Mills in. That's my scolding hot take of the week. And I'm going to sit back and let Q take the mic on this game.
Well, I mean, I guess we'll never know with that, man. But let me tell you something. CJ definitely did not have a good first half, right? One of the most atrocious that we've seen in a long time. But I do think after the first half, he came out there, he looked a lot better. But then that's when the rest of his team started making even more mistakes too. Another drop pass leading to an interception, another fumble by the running back, and just could not get anything going. And I know you talked about Drake May beating one of the best defenses in the league. He did not play that super well either. And I think he only started going off towards the end because the Texans defense was out there so long. So I think he definitely did enough towards the end of the game to get the job done for sure. But I think we're going to need to see a more consistent outing from him because he struggled mightily for a long time against the Chargers, and then he struggled mightily for a long time against the Texans, and he's got potentially even a better defense to go against next week. So we'll see how Drake May can do, but it's looking scary. He's definitely conquered everything in his way so far, but he's got to do it one more time to reach the big game.
For sure, I forgot even about that. They're playing the Broncos, aren't they? You go from like the number 1 defense to arguably the number 1 defense. Like, that is some ringer to go through after the easy season that they've had so far. We finish off though with the Rams beating the Bears 20-17. heartbreak for all fans of the underdog and just cool, sport and stories. I put out on my Twitter, follow me on Twitter, by the way, link down below. I put out, like, obviously last year during the NBA playoffs, I was rooting for the Indiana Pacers, bro. Tyrese Halliburton was cooking, gave me some memories that I will never forget in sports, bro. Like, that whole Pacers team, not just Hallie, like, Nemhart step back 3-pointer. Key, how many, like, weeks and months afterwards was I in work just crossing over saying, Nemhart, step back 3-pointer, bang, you know what I mean? When he crossed up Shea, that's like a memory I'll never forget. Tyrese Halliburton obviously cooking. This Bears team gave me the same feeling as watching that Pacers team. Watching the stuff Caleb was doing, I was like, this is just magic. The 4th and 8th last week. This week, the touchdown. You know what I mean? 4 guys rushing him. He's running back. He ran all the way back from like the 20 to the 40-yard line, something like that. I'm thinking, what the hell is he doing? It's going to be the biggest sack I've ever seen. Apart from that time I saw Santa coming down the chimney. But bro, he's dropping back, throws it, and the camera's not even looking at the end zone. I'm thinking, what the fuck? He just threw it away. And then Cole Kmet's just there, catches it, touchdown. We're going to OT. And it was genuine heartbreak for me anyway. I know you two are like reveling in the fact that, the team that I was rooting for has gone out, but
it's a splendid watch. It was a splendid hate watch, honestly.
And I know you've got a lot of hate in your heart because, your team got belted ass, 41-6, but and Q, I mean,
It was just you know what it was? It was just in the back of my mind, I was like, this is Scott's 3rd team that he's rooted for this year. And to see them go out, especially being the Chicago Bears, it would just be splendid. Because I knew my guys were going out this week, and I just didn't want
your guys were out already. Your guys were already on the plane to Cancun when Chicago were playing.
Didn't want any. I didn't want any of us to have anyone to root for. You know what I mean?
So you wanted all the boys to be sad when you were.
Exactly.
So some crabs won't let you leave the bucket. You know what I mean, Q?
Crab mentality.
Crab mentality, exactly. Literally.
I will say though, I was surprised to see this guy not showing up in a Broncos jersey. So,
I mean, this is technically a Broncos jersey around my neck right now. You know what I mean? Shout out to Terrell. We'll get to our picks soon. But
speaking of nine, he must be real thankful for some of these quarterbacks in the playoffs.
Which 9 are we talking, JJ?
9.
Yeah. No,
he's so ass, bro. He's so ass. And looking at your division next year, Q, like the Vikings are in trouble again because if the Bears build off this season, I know Ben Johnson said in his interview like he was depressed, bro. He was like, there's no such thing as building off the season. Like you just start again from scratch. But obviously, you guys will have pieces coming back. I don't know, Micah and Tucker Kraft if they'll be ready for the start of the season because they got their injuries quite late, didn't they? In the year, so I don't know if they'll be ready to go week 1, but obviously they'll come back and you guys will be healthy and you've got Jordan Love at the helm. You look at the Lions getting a new offensive coordinator in there, bounce back year for Jared Goff, and you know how I love Goff. Terrible joke. And then you look at those 3 teams, they're going for the 1 seed in your division. What the fuck are the Vikings gonna do? You know what I mean? Jordan Addison, I've heard there's trade talks for the Niners. Did you see that? I literally saw that this morning. Jordan Addison to the Niners, possibly, maybe.
I saw him having an eventful offseason, I'll say that much.
Well, what's he done? I actually missed that. Is this allegedly or?
We'll go with allegedly. I saw a picture of him, and basically he was trespassing at like Hard Rock Casino at like 4 a.m.
I mean, that's what JJ McCarthy as your quarterback will do to him, man, But Jay Jettis, is he going to get up out of there? I don't know, but I like Kevin O'Connell, man, so I do hope the Vikings bounce back. So. But I'm not a Vikings fan though. Before Key says it. What's that? My granny called.
4 teams.
I'm not a Vikings are not one of my teams. The Bears aren't even one of my teams. It's the Ravens and the Cowboys. They're the only teams I support, But when it comes to playoff football, you want to have something to play for. You know what I mean? That's why I gamble. Anyway, should we move on to our conference championship picks, boys?
I think it's time.
Anything else to add on last week? No.
No, I mean the Bears just were. Caleb on that final drive was looking like Michael Jackson out there, bad. So I love to see that.
He says, "Well, I put the bad world tortilla on." That's a crazy reference. Hey, Caleb, man, that's the real Superman. Josh Allen, who even are you, lad? The real Superman is in Chicago. Let's kick off
that
then.
last throw was so funny,
bro. That was DJ
Sorry.
Moore. Come on,
I
that was
just gotta
DJ
bring it
Moore,
up.
bro. You can't put that on Caleb.
Bad quarterbacks be like DJ Moore did it again, huh?
No, you cannot put that on Caleb. Are you kidding me? DJ Moore was running slower than me out there, bro. He went into a jog. I don't know what he was thinking.
Caleb was flat-footed like a Subway worker, asking for somebody's sandwich and definitely delivered one.
If you want to talk about Subway sandwiches, speak to CJ Stroud, because he was throwing out Italian BMTs, meatball marinaras, you know, a little tuna mayo. I was seeing CJ throw some 6-inch subs out there, bro. It was ridiculous. But that was DJ Moore's fault. Let's just say, I don't want to put it I don't want to scold DJ, because he was cooking, you know, for the Bears, even in the offseason or the postseason too. Like the regular season, made some big plays. Obviously, playoffs, big plays. I mean, he caught the game-winning touchdown in overtime against who? I can't remember who they played where he scored the game winner. Key, do you remember that game of who he scored the game-winning touchdown against in overtime?
No, honestly.
Nah, the bit of amnesia there. But yeah, but bro, that's him, bro. I don't know what route he was running. He was doing like a deep over, which it looked like he should have been running just an in, really, because the safety dropped. There was such a gap. If he just flattened out that route, he's in a pocket there. The safety was coming down, but he could still catch the ball. What did he say? He was running game over. Well, that's what it ended up being, and it was his fault, you know what I mean? But bro, it's a divisional round of the playoffs. He makes that play, he makes that catch, and they've won, and they're through to the championship game. But anyway, let's move on to the championship games. We'll start off with the AFC Championship, 8 p.m. UK time on Sunday, the 25th of January. The Denver Broncos hosting the New England Patriots. Patriots favorites in this game heading to Mile High, 4.5 points. Total points in this game, 42.5. That is low. But obviously, coming into that, we have Jarrett, LeBron James, Stidham at quarterback up against Drake Maye. I don't know if you guys have seen this, the picture going around. Have you seen it, Key?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all over.
Yeah. Look at that, bro. That is unbelievable stuff right there. So Drake Maye up against Jarrett, LeBron James, Stidham. Key, I'm going to start with you, bro, since you are repping that Gronkowski throwback jersey. Who you got for this one and why?
I think the obvious is going to be a big factor. I think the fact that the Broncos offense isn't going to be firing like it normally is. It obviously they don't have Bo Nix. I feel like it's going to obviously result in more defense on the field, more 3-and-outs, and that's going to mean obviously they're going to get tireder and tireder. They're going to go from arguably the best defense to arguably the most tired defense. And I think the Patriots win it. I think the Patriots take it. I think Drake Maye, I think like you said last week, he started off just having an average performance, and then once the Texans defense got a little tired, that's when he started picking off at the scraps. I think it's going to be the same again. I think it's going to be a close game in the first half. Or not a close game, but like a low scorer. And then I think the tireder they get, the better for Drake Maye.
Fair enough, Q. Are you with Key, or are you taking the home team here? You know, I mean, it's a backup quarterback, but it's still Patrick Surtain, Nick Bonito, Zach Allen on that defense. You know, who's the guys they picked up from the Niners, Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw, like they've been balling out. Bro, Hufanga had a hit stick tackle last game. I think it was Dalton Kincaid who he hit, or Knox. It was one of the Bills' tight ends, and he kept hold of the ball. But I'm like, bro, if he would have fumbled that ball, that would have been like a highlight reel for the NFL. That would have been on every like promo video you ever see for this league. But yeah, Q, who are you leaning with and why? Who are you leaning with? Let's bring it back. Let's just make that a staple of the show. Who are you leaning with?
Who do you trust more at
Yeah.
the helm?
Yeah. You know, Key, I honestly couldn't have put it any better myself. I'm thinking the exact same type of thing. I think Drake May, all he has to do is avoid those early game turnovers like he did, like he had last week. And I think I can see another Patriots victory. Obviously, very tough to see for the Broncos. One of your stars on the team goes down in Denver, and you feel like the season's pretty much over. I totally can't relate to that at all. But you know, I think I could definitely see the Patriots holding on in the first half, wearing the defense out, and getting the job done. I was looking at the injury report too, and obviously no Bo Nix, but I'm looking at the Broncos injury report, and they got two receivers questionable and their center questionable. So if they're going to have a lot of difficulties on offense, I can definitely see the Patriots getting it done.
Which receivers is questionable?
From what I saw, it was Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, and then Alex Forsythe, the center, is questionable.
Damn. So they're down. The down weapons. They're also down. You know, the man throwing to the weapons. It's a tough week for the Denver Broncos. I can't even imagine being a Broncos fan. I mean, I can relate a little bit because I was pumped off winning a bet on them. But to just be on that such a high, like we've won the game, we're going through to the championship, and then same day, like minutes later, oh, but your QB's out, so your chances of winning the championship game have just like dropped completely. Like I was seeing Broncos fans saying, I would rather have just lost the game. Like that would have hurt less than winning the game and getting the heartbreak of Bo being out. But you know, you've got to be in the dance to find a partner. You know, unless you bring a partner to the dance, but you've got to be in the dance to pull any moves on the dance floor. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, to be honest. I don't know what the saying is. But Broncos, bro, I mean, I don't want to get into analytics. You know, I'm a vibes guy. I'm a momentum guy. You know what I mean? I'm not Greg Olson. I don't care about analytics. Oh, go for it on fourth down, whatever. But when we're talking sports, we've got to talk betting. This is a betting show. Gamble responsibly. We have no sponsor. But last week, the public went 1-3 against the spread, right? I have this app where I can track where the public bets are going. 70% of people bet on who the Texans, the Niners had 70% of the public. And what was the first game? Bills had 70% of the public. And those three lost. I'm looking at this game now. The line opened up on this game, 5.5 points, right? 70% of the bets went to the Patriots, which usually you should see the line move higher. So it should have gone to 6.5 points because so many people are taking 5.5, they move it. But it's actually moved the opposite way to 4.5. And there's 70% of the bets on it. Which suggests to me Vegas knows the script. You know, they know more than us, bro. Look at my Kyle Monungai bet last week. 36.5 rushing yards. I bet is over. He got 36 yards. How do they know? How do they know? But I feel like Vegas knows something that we don't. Used to run the Patriots, and I'm going to be the one to bet on my guy LeBron James, Jarrett Stidham. I haven't even seen this guy throw a ball. I think the last time he threw a ball in a game was 2.5 years ago. Something like that. But Patrick Surtain, Riley Moss, we've got to shout at the white boy, do you know what I mean? Zach Allen, got to shout at the white boys. Maybe not Riley Moss, actually. He's a walking flag out there, you know what I mean? They should just put a yellow jersey on Riley Moss because he is a walking pass interference call. But with that being said, I'm doing this for my boy Terrell, hole 9. I'm backing the Denver Broncos because at the end of this game, I want to see Kevin Gates on Terrell's story. Keep the money flipping. It's all I know. Give me the Denver Broncos. I was going to take the points. Give me Broncos money line. You know what? Give me Broncos money line. Let me sit on the other side of the fence and take the Broncos. Am I confident in that? Not really. Do I think the Patriots could go out there and cook? Like you two give reasons for why? I love your reasonings. I think that's perfect analysis of why the Patriots will probably win this game. But I'm looking at it like when Brock Purdy went down for the Niners, right? Mac Jones comes in as the backup. System play. You know, Kyle Shanahan calls the plays perfectly. Mac Jones was cooking still. How many games did he win? Like 5 games as a starter for you or something? I think with Sean Payton at the helm, calling plays, we could see the same sort of thing from Jarrett Stidham. Am I saying he's better than Bo Nix? Absolutely not. Will I say they should start him over Bo Nix like I did with Mac Jones and Brock Purdy? Probably not. I am walking back that statement, by the way, now, Key. I've got to hold my hands up when I'm wrong. I'm walking back the Mac Jones statement. Still think he could be a starter for someone next year somewhere in the league. But, yeah, I think Sean will make sure Jarrett doesn't put the ball in harm's way. He does it with Bo Nix. We've seen it all season. He barely calls plays where Bo has a chance of risking it. Because like I said last week, hey, Bo Nix, if he's throwing a deep ball, he can air it out, he can spin it, but he's liable to throw a pick. I think Sean Payton will, with that in mind, have a perfect game plan here offensively. And if that defense can hold the Patriots to like 17 points, I think that's enough. I could see a Broncos like 21-17 win. You know what I mean? And again, turnovers, massive. Ramondre Stevenson, he's the first string running back. Start of the year, what was his problem? Fumbles. I can see turnovers being the problem here for this team. Give me the Broncos. Plus 4.5. I'm walking back the money line statement. Give me the Broncos plus 4.5 points. That's my pick. Broncos country. Let's ride.
Somebody's got to do it, man. Somebody's got to do it. What are we going to call Jarrett Stidham if he wins the Super Bowl? Because we already got Big Dick Nick out there.
I just think LeBron James is a fit, and he looks like him, and if he performs
Jarrett.
like him, yeah, exactly. Oh,
Bro,
did you see the NBA posted a video before of LeBron back shots? Bro, I kid you not, I've got to find this.
Yeah, the LeBron back shots I saw weren't posted by the NBA, I'll tell you that.
Bro, I swear down. This was like the official NBA account as well that posted this. And they said like 2016 was your year, Cleveland, and it was LeBack shots.
I hope they deleted it just so you look insane.
Why would they post this? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the official NBA and NBA history. Like, why would they post this? Okay, let's look at the comments. Am I crazy? Top comment, man, I love this angle.
La Arch.
Is that your comment?
Oh, man, yeah. Not this angle, oh my god, bro, 200k likes.
To like 60 comments from you.
Lagoat back shots, someone said at the top with love heart. Oh, the internet is unbelievable. Bro, how did we even get onto that? LeBack shots? I don't even know. Should we talk about the NFC Championship game? No, that is so funny. Rams, Seahawks. Key, do you want to kick us off again, bro? Because it's your division. You should know these teams inside and out. The Seahawks currently 2.5 point favorites at home. Total points in this game, 47.5. Who's your pick on why, Key?
I just hate both teams. I hope both teams lose.
Did you see that CMC meme? It was like, I hope both teams die or something.
I hope both teams lose. That's what he said. Yeah.
Okay, I just have to make it extreme.
Meteor. Let's go Meteor.
Yeah, I hope it's a draw. I hate them both. Nah, I like the Rams team more than I like the Seahawks team. The Seahawks team is just full of cocky, just freaks, and then my guy Sammy D.
Sammy D's your guy.
So, yeah, X9 is QB.
You want to get onto me for having multiple teams? You have way too many guys. I mean, Pride Month turn up, I'm all about that, but still,
exactly.
Like, everyone's your guy, bro. You say everyone's my team, but everyone's your guy.
Brock, CMC, Drake May, Gronk,
Tom Brady, Julian Edelman as well.
Brady,
Edelman's in there.
Amendola.
Yeah,
this is my guys.
Those guys all have one thing in common, Q. I don't know if you've clocked it. I don't know if you've clocked it, Q. Oh, okay, yeah, just as a little token in there. Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
but I just hope both teams lose. I hope both teams lose. I hope the Rams win, because then I'll at least have something going right in my bracket. Because if the Rams lose, I have nothing right in my bracket, which is excellent.
Or did you have Rams Super Bowl?
Yeah,
I had Seahawks
Rams to
Super Bowl.
get beat by the Bills.
Okay, so you going Rams?
Yeah, I
I missed that.
am.
Fair enough. Q, how are we feeling about this game?
Just
2.5 points
just
in
for
it.
my guy. Just for my guy, Devontae Adams.
Oh, finally.
That's my guy, bro.
Finally, Kiri's got one. Never beaten the allegations.
No, man. I hate to just make the same picks, but like looking at my wild card weekend, I got every single game wrong except the Patriots and the Rams. And those two teams have made it this far. I can't pick against them again at this point, especially not when my guy Devontae Adams is on there. Only had 2 catches last week, but they're some of the two of the biggest catches in the entire game. And just putting the dagger in the heart of Chicago fans one more time. Absolutely love to see it. And Seahawks have been playing phenomenally. Just dropped 41 points against the Niners. But what do we say every week? Almost every single week with Sam Darnold. He is liable at some point for a pick. And if they can get that ball rolling this game, I can see an easy Rams win. So get a pick, start the game off strong, win the game, give me the Rams.
Yeah, I think Sammy D has thrown 5 picks against the Rams in his last however many games. I don't remember the exact stat, but in comparison, in the same amount of games, I think Matthew Stafford has gone 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. But Matthew's looked a bit shaky in this postseason. I can't lie, he's been a bit loose with the ball. We saw it against the Panthers. Last week against the Bears too. The Bears were getting on top of him. And bro, this Seahawks defense, like, we really got to talk. We're talking about the Broncos defense, the Texans being number one. The number one defense might actually be the Seahawks, bro. Like, all levels, they are cooking. DeMarcus Lawrence, obviously familiar with him being a Cowboys fan. There's something in the water in Dallas, and I think it's Jerry Jones.
Your guy?
But he is my guy, But when these players leave Dallas, they find a new life, and it's quite funny actually to watch. Like, I like to see it happen because it's like a middle finger to Jerry Jones. Even though I would never do that, Jerry, I love you. Like, sponsor me to fly out to Dallas, please, and give me some, like, merchandise. I was gonna say some money, but that's just begging it. Like, just give me like a Cowboys jersey or something with one of my guys on it. But yeah, bro, the Seahawks team,
I'm not
bro.
gonna beg for money. I'm gonna beg for a money equivalent.
Yeah, I mean, can like get them to sign it as well. I'll just sell it afterwards. No, I would never do that. But bro, I can't wait for next season. Anyway, back on track. Lock in. What's he doing? The middle level, Ernest Jones, bro. I fuck with that guy heavy. The back level. I know this isn't the NFL honors pick, but my pick for defensive rookie of the year, Nick Emanwari. He is an absolute dog. And this Seahawks defense is legit, bro. But again, Sammy D, shaky. He's a bit injured as well. He had like oblique injury. But last week, he didn't really have to do much. Played some bum-ass team. I can't remember the name of them now because they're that forgettable. Played some bum-ass team, only 124 yards. Got a bit of rest because Kenneth Walker went crazy. Losing Zach Charbonnet, though, that is huge. He's their goal line back. Punches it in. Don't even need him, though. Kenneth Walker 3 tuds last week. And isn't he Kenneth Walker the third? Or is he Kenneth Walker the fourth?
Third, isn't it?
He's the third. He's got 3 at the end of his name and 3 tuds last week. I fancy him to get one this week. Give me the Seattle Seahawks, bro. Cooper Kupp up against his old team. Cooper Kupp's been there, done that with Matthew Stafford. And now this is his chance to say, listen, Matthew, I can succeed without you. Last week he had a big game, Cooper. Now he's up against his old club again. Old club, like it's footy. His old team. Yo, give me the Seahawks, bro. JSN. No, that is my guy. Do you know what the amount of times he won me matchups this week or this year in fantasy? That is actually my guy. Give me the Seahawks. I love this position. Yous have both gone Patriots. I went Broncos. Yous both went Rams. I've gone Seahawks. I love it. I'm either the odd one out or the only one right. And next week we'll find out who has the bragging rights on these games. But Matthew Stafford, bro, MVP type year, 5-0 in touchdown to interception ratio against this Seahawks team. Again, it comes down to the turnovers. Who do I fancy to have more turnovers in this game? Probably Sam Darnold. But could this be the time where he changes? The past is the past, and the future's made in the present. Sammy D, keep holding the ball. Don't put it in harm's way. Just put it in that bucket for JSN. And I've got the Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. And in my bracket, it was Seahawks against the Jags. So I could still win our bracket tournament. In fact, I did the maths on this the other day. Wait there, who did you have in Broncos Patriots again? Did you have the Broncos, the Patriots going to the Super Bowl in your bracket? Yeah.
Patriots Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so if the Patriots win and the Seahawks win, me and UQ are tied for first place. So, and because then Kean and Tom, I did the maths the other day, basically, that's how it worked out. If the Patriots and the Seahawks win, me and you finish first in the bracket challenge. So I would love to see that because my bracket got cooked in the wildcard round because I had the Jags winning the whole thing, which cooked me for points. I should have just stuck to my picks on the show. That's the karma for changing me picks off the show. But give me the Seahawks anyway. And then give me I've just picked the Broncos to win. I was going to say, give me the Seahawks to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, but I've picked the Broncos to win. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know the vibes. Just to end the episode because I've had a fucking syntax error. Anyway, give me the Seahawks. That's our championship picks. Usually we have a little parlay at the end. I don't know if you boys want to throw any shouts out there. We can't. There's only 2 games, so it's a bit seedy to try and craft anything. I might look at the player props and give you a little player prop pick. I actually did like Jarrett Stidham. His passing yards when it first dropped the line was 187.5, and I thought he could easily clear that. It's now moved up to 198.5, which is a big jump, which means a lot of people bet us over, and I've missed out. But can I see him getting 200 yards? I don't know. Does anyone have a touchdown scorer, though? I like Kenneth Walker to get a touchdown in this game. Anyone else want to throw any out there? Davante Adams. Has he had a touchdown yet in the postseason? Why is he all of a sudden your guy? Because he played with A-Rod.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Play with my guy.
Yeah, he hasn't had a touchdown in the postseason yet, has he? Davante?
Perfect time for one.
Perfect time for one. Oh! Did you see the Baker Mayfield thing? With Stefanski?
Yeah.
I can't wait for next season, bro. I can't wait for next season. What did he say? Like, can't wait to play you twice next year, coach? Something like that. Like a pure Ben Johnson quote. I've got it right here.
Yeah.
Failed as quite the reach, pal. Still waiting on a text/call from him after I got shipped off like a piece of garbage. Can't wait to see you twice a year, coach. I fucking love this shit, bro. I love this sport. Oh, man.
Yeah, if I gotta go out there, it's one that I keep coming back to, and I love it so much. Give me Kayshon Boutte, bro. Talking about wearing the defense down. Eventually, he's got to get open, right? Eventually, he's gonna get in the end zone. Probably fourth quarter. So
he had a great touchdown last week. Like that catch was sensational. He has had a career season, Kayshon Boutte, because before this season, I don't think anyone knew that name. Like a lot of people knew Boutte, but not a lot of people knew Kayshon Boutte. You know, but now. Hey, you say Boutte, I'm thinking of 2 things. I'm thinking, wait, are they talking about Kayshon? Like, you know, oh, you're not talking about the Patriots wide receiver, but yeah, I don't
thinking you're not thinking left cheek, right cheek. You're thinking
no
object or one of the best receivers in the game right now.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not thinking like Stephon Diggs' wife/fiance/girlfriend. Like I'm thinking the other Patriots receiver, you know, the other Boutte. Go on, Kate.
I'm thinking of the Texans QB because he's Boutte.
Yeah, oh, man. CJ Stroud, that's a Subway worker right there. So far we have Kenneth Walker, Davante Adams, Kayshon Boutte. Do we want to call it there, or should we throw anything else on? Because that's actually decent odds at the minute. That's a decent little triple. You know what, boys? That's a decent little triple.
What we got right there.
And then should we throw? Wait, hold on. I've got to ruin it. Jarrett Stidham rushing touchdown. Q, are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me?
You know, you guys can't see it, but there's a gun pointed to my head off camera.
Wait.
So I'm with you.
Jarrett Stidham is like higher up in the odds, so more likely to score a rushing touchdown than Marvin Mims, Evan Ingram, and Lil Jordan Humphreys, who scored last week. I'm like Humphreys and Mims both scored last week, and fucking Evan Ingram's a starting tight end.
For rushing touchdowns, I'd hope so.
No, this is any time touchdown. Yeah, this is just any time touchdown. But I just specified rushing for Jarrett, so you know it wasn't passing. Like, this is any time touchdown. I'm like, how is he more likely to get in there than his receivers? Is he like that? I didn't know he had wheels like that.
I mean, if there's any time to break out a secret weapon that nobody's got a lot of film on, it's right now. Whether you wanted to deploy it or not is another thing, but you know.
Boys, if we put Jarrett Stidham on there, £10 on this 4-piece returns £800. That's life-changing games.
Fuck it, we ball.
Let's do it. Jarrett Stidham's going on there. I mean, gamble responsibly. Probably do not tail this. But for the love of the game, for the love of the sport, because think of the scenes in the group chat, boys, if Stidham gets in there. Even a little QB sneak. I don't even know if the Broncos run a QB sneak. I don't even know if they have that in the package. And would Sean Payton put his QB at risk?
Yeah, after last game, I don't know how much they're going to let their quarterback take off.
That's what I mean. Like, but then maybe the other team's thinking that. Maybe the Patriots are like, they're not going to call any kind of design QB run or anything like that. Because, you know, what if he goes down? Genuine question. If he goes down, who's the backup? I don't know who the third string is. Why are you volunteering there?
Get to the Super Bowl with the backup, man.
Yeah, if he goes down, they just look in the crowd like, hey, can anyone spin it? Tom Brady's in the commentary box. Yeah. Tom, come down, bro. Get suited up.
Tom Brady just stood there.
I think Brady was ready to go, bro. After seeing Phillip Rivers come back, I think Brady was itching for it, I'm not going to lie. I think he was waiting. The backup is Sam Ehlinger, if anyone's ever heard of him.
Sam Ehlinger?
Yeah.
I barely know it.
Hey.
He was with the Colts for 4 seasons, and now he's with the Broncos. Never heard of him. Not going to lie.
He's on that Peyton Manning shit. I see you. Young fella.
Yeah, exactly. You know, his career stats, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions also, but and for Jarrett Stidham too, like his career stats, 8 touchdowns, you know, 8 interceptions also. Clean slate.
Where's Jarrett Stidham gonna start?
I actually don't know. I've got it up here though. I can find that out. Oh, Q, I like it. Patriots. Raiders for a season, Broncos, Tom Brady in disguise, Raiders owner, Patriots QB. The Broncos has no relevance, but still, like, hey, Jarrett Stidham, and he wears number 8. You know who else wears number 8? My guy, Lamar Jackson. Stidham, show us your wheels, bro. Get in the end zone, because it would be absolute cinema for us over here, bro. That could actually hit. A Keyshawn Booty deep ball. Stidham rushing touchdown, Kenneth Walker, that's a guarantee, and Devontae Adams maybe finally gets in there, and if not, we blame Key.
That's one for every team, right? I love it.
Oh, it is as well. That wasn't even intentional, but we're just goated. We've just been doing this for so long, it just comes natural to us now, you know what I mean, boys? But I can't wait for these games, can't wait for next season. Super Bowl picks upcoming after this. NFL Honors. I'm not sure when we'll do those 2 videos I've just mentioned, because we need to wait for the NFL Honors nominees to even come out, which I don't know when that is, but I believe Honors happens before the Super Bowl, doesn't it? So it should be within the next week.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. What did I just
see? Did you guys see next year's Super Bowls on Valentine's Day?
Oh, yep. For real?
That's class. Me and Scott are coming to America for Valentine's Day, Q.
Let's go. I'll be here.
Yeah, it depends who's in the bowl. Niners against the Cowboys. That's what he reckons.
Cowboys Ravens.
Hey, Cowboys Ravens. At least that's actually possible.
Cowboys.
Yeah, at least Cowboys Ravens is actually possible.
Niners Eagles. Get me out.
For anyone who wants to tail any more bets out there, Cooper Kupp over 27.5 receiving yards. I like that prop right there. And also a little same game parlay for the Denver game. Gamble responsibly. But I've gone, and boys, let me know if you think this will hit. I've gone Broncos plus 4.5 points on the spread. I've got Jarrett, LeBron James, Stidham over 187.5 passing yards. So we need 188 passing yards. Drake Maye, 1+ passing touchdown. So he just needs the 1. And Evan Ingram, 19.5 yards over. That's a little tame part, same game parlay. I like it. I like the sound of it. Obviously, it depends on the game script, because if Stidham goes out there and he's arsed, then we're screwed. But
yeah, you're gonna be seeing Stidham sitting at like 154 halfway through the fourth, just praying. But
you're
we'll
already
find out,
know he's
man.
gonna finish on 187, because I've took 187.5. I genuinely don't understand how Vegas do it. That Kyle Monungai thing is gonna haunt me for days, but we can make it up with a Stidham touchdown this week. So, boys, let's wrap it up. It's been fun. Anything to add before we head out?
No,
No?
sir. Just ready for some ball.
You look like something's on the tip of your tongue there, Key.
No, I just love every week you say, anybody have anything to add? And I just sit here like, it's just like 11.
Just here so I don't get
It's
fined.
just now, it's now a recurring thing where I just sit here and I either go, or I just sit
Yeah.
here.
What was the one last week when I was like, do you want to talk about it? And you were like, it was something I said, do you want to like talk about this? And you just shook your head. It was so funny. Yeah, I guess that's it then. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the vibes. We'll catch us next week for more content. Take it easy, people, man. Oh, we weren't even recording. Psych. Psych.
Me and Q are about to just kill ourselves.
Oh, man. Oh, fucking hell, boys.
If we weren't recording, I think Scott would have started strangling himself with his wired earbuds.
Yeah, I can't even wear these no more. Caleb's out of the playoffs. You know, these don't even work. They're not even plugged in. Like, this was just for attention. This was just to try and get Caleb to notice me.
Where's your matcha?
This is matcha.
Moncha.
I can't turn it around because we're not sponsored. Look, it's got an M for matcha.
Ultra matcha.
Am I seriously going to put £10 on a Jarrett Stidham touchdown?
I don't want you to, honestly.
Think about the scenes, though. Think about when I didn't do it with Tyler Shuff and he got one. And that was only because the sportsbook hadn't put it on there. I can't believe that. That pissed me off badly. Because, you know, Tyler Shuff's my guy. That is one of my guys, Key. Okay, you take that one. That's my guy. Tyler Shuff. Wait till next season. Wait till you see what I say about the Saints.
Another white boy.
Saints win the Super Bowl.
Hey, at least it's not all white boys on my list, Q. That was hilarious, bro. He was like, my guys, the fucking clan. You know what I mean?
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to start naming every Niners player. You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't have to be Niners, but then even still, Niners, George Kittle, CMC, Kyle Juszczyk. Okay, whoa, hold on. Can we get a bit of melanin in there?
JT.
Like JT, Jake Tonjes, yeah. Who do you think is the favourite on the sportsbook right now for Super Bowl MVP?
Drake Maye, mate.
He is second.
Oh, shit, I saw this.
Is it Matt Stafford?
He is third.
I thought it was like.
It's got to be either them two or JSN, surely.
JSN is fourth.
Jesus.
You're missing a glaringly obvious pick.
Such an idiot.
This is like Kyron Williams.
Yeah.
No, he's like fucking 10th. There's like one obvious pick. It is Sammy D. It is Sammy D.
How's Sam Darnold the favorite?
I couldn't bring myself to say it.
Well, if you think about it,
it's like there's no way.
The Seahawks are the favorites to win the bowl at the minute, so it makes sense that the favorite to win Super Bowl MVP is the
He
QB.
wins the Super Bowl MVP with 150 yards.
Jalen Hurts did
I
it
will
last
kill
time.
Yeah, but he
Damn
ran for
near.
like 2 or 3 himself.
No,
as
but
much as we hate Jalen Hurts, he actually had a great Super Bowl performance
Yeah.
last time.
I mean, he had a good few deep shots, and that was it. His defense won the game, and like he's not a good QB. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, Jarrett Stidham is quite low. Hey, this is a good spot to buy in. Just think about it. If the Broncos make it there and Stidham has a little Nick Foles game in him,
You just throw the money away, Scott. Just throw that. If you're going to put £10, 10 great British pounds on fucking
Jarrett Stidham, Super
LeBron
Bowl
Stidham
MVP.
to win the Super Bowl MVP, just throw it
That
away.
returns £210, so that's worth the risk. And then I can fully double down and be like, keep the money flipping. It's all I know. Back with my boy Terrell. Like, that sounds like a good bet to me. Because above him, you've got
If Jarrett
Puka,
Stidham,
Kenneth Walker, JSN, Stafford, May, Donald. Come on,
There's
bro.
more of a chance Puka gets it. Give it to Puka. Put your tenner on Puka.
Nah. He's ass.
if Jarrett Stidham wins Super Bowl MVP, I will buy you his jersey.
I would wear that as well.
If
I
Jarrett
genuinely would.
Stidham wins Super Bowl MVP, I will root for the Cowboys next year.
I just got a little flashback. Panthers, Broncos. That Super Bowl went to Von Miller, didn't it? The MVP. How about Nick Bonito, Super Bowl MVP? Little forced
likely
fumble,
than
2.5
Stidham, I'll say
sacks.
that.
Hey, 10 on that. Do you want to have a guess how much that returns?
£425.
It's actually £1,000.
Jesus.
Now that seems like a calculated risk.
They're not going to make it.
He will, though. We'll be back here next week, and I'll be saying...
Only
On
one
the
way to
off
find
chance.
out,
We'll be
Golden.
back here next week, and I'll be sat here and say, New England, don't cheat me and say your man won, because that's exactly what the judge gonna give me. Man won.
On the off
Murder in the
chance-
first degree with a handgun. Give me the Broncos. That's what I'm gonna be
on
saying
the
next
off
week.
chance that they do win, that they beat the Patriots, it's like there's no way Stidham, whatever the hell his name is, gets Super Bowl MVP.
Did Nick Foles get it when he won?
Yeah, but
He
that was
sure
for the
did.
Philly special.
Go. There you go. Yeah, but last year again, it was the defense that won that game. But you can't give the defense MVP. This time again, it will probably be the Broncos defense
Yes,
that
you
wins them the game.
can. You just talked about Von Miller.
No, I'm
You
saying
absolutely
no.
can.
You can't give the whole defense the MVP. I mean, because there wasn't like one standout player last year. Like Sweat went crazy. Jalen Carter was putting on pressure. Coop had the pick six. Like you couldn't give the whole defense the award, so it had to go to Jalen by default.
It was more that Jalen Hurts got like 2 rushing touchdowns, didn't he, and threw for like 1 or 2.
I don't know.
too.
He played like a bum anyway. Like you got any of those throws inside the numbers? Oh no, you don't. Okay. Like any in routes? No. Okay.
The dagger was in the middle of the field.
Don't we
Alright.
can't mention daggers after what DJ Moore did last week. But anyway, yeah.
Dude, you want
see
to
me
talk
next week?
about Bears fans? Hang on a second. I got one more thing to say here about that game. Do you see Bears fans going into the game yelling Green Bay sucks?
Probably.
Did you see what they were saying after the game? Fucking nothing. And that's what I love hearing, dude. Talk about rent free. It sure cost them a lot. That's what I
The
think.
The Rams kicker's a thick boy, isn't he?
They call him the thicker kicker.
Yeah, I always thought
Yeah.
kickers were like little, thin, like small guys. Who's that one kicker? Is it for the Saints? He's like 5'3".
You?
Braden Groupie.
Wow. Yeah.
I
And then you
can't-
see fucking
We
the
need
thicker-
to keep an eye on that.
We-
The little girl, I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter. She went viral for picking the games, and she went like 0-8 or something on a picks. Like
I'm pretty sure I saw her wild card in divisional, and I'm pretty sure she's 1-9.
who was the one?
The only game she got right so far was Patriots over Texans.
That's crazy, bro. Like someone put 49ers fans, like quote, it's disappointing how it ended, but we went down with a fight despite all the injuries. And then someone put Bears fans, and this was the video. And it was that little girl. And it was like a fucking creepypasta edit of just like
the way you're holding it up, keys right there.
keys are right there. Keys behind it like the Undertaker then. Wait there, what does that say? It said like you have no idea. Wait, was it? You have no idea what you've done. Like putting that about a little girl picking just randomly is so funny. We've got to shout out Indiana while we're here, by the way. The Hoosiers. I can never say the name. Winning the college football.
Yeah.
Shout out to Indiana. I mean, it's been a good year for them, you know, because the Pacers went on a good run. The Colts making a comeback until they didn't. You know, the Pacers winning the NBA championship until they didn't. The Colts making the playoffs until they didn't. But then in college ball, they've got it done. And it looks like Fernando Mendoza is going to be #1 overall pick. Congratulations. You get to go to the Raiders. Congrats.
You know how insane it is? Not only to like go 16-0, but also to get to the championship game against Miami at their home stadium and be so loud that you cause a delay of game for the offense, like for their home team offense. That's insane.
I was sold on that team once I saw the band played the Isengard theme from Lord of the Rings. I was like, okay, this is my team now. Add that to the list key because I'm a massive Lord of the Rings fan. If you don't know, that shit was so fire.
Did you guys see the fucking Bella Danger just stood in the crowd and he cut to her?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know who that was when they were showing it, and I was like, why did they keep showing this white lady? I mean, obviously you know a key because it's a white blonde lady, but I was like, why did they keep showing this? And then I looked in the comments and everyone was saying that name, and I was like, why do I know that name? Googled it, and then there was police at the door, and they were like, you can't search that without putting your ID into Google. And I was like, okay, I didn't realize it was that kind of search. But yeah. There was something I was going to say.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Did you see Mendoza saying like, I'll do anything for my guys if they need me to take shots from the back? Like, whoa, nobody was asking you to do that. He just said that. Like, he said that of his own volition. Like, no one was asking that from you. You know what I mean? But I can't stand media trained individuals. I hate the way he speaks. I'm not going to lie.
If you don't take back shots for your boys, then you're not real boys. That's all I gotta say.
Sound Q.
Wipe your nose with
Sounds
that,
like Scott's not one of our boys.
I mean, that's just not my story. You know, I'm sorry. Pride Month turn up, but that ain't my story. When is Pride Month? Every month's Pride Month now. Turn up. When's Black History Month, Key?